How long does it take to become a full-time artist? I cannot tell you exactly that, but I can tell you what you can achieve within 2 years. Does it compound? It's worth me mentioning that I'm not making this video as some sort of brag. I worked very hard in the last 2 years. I've achieved more than I would have thought that I could achieve. Like on a day-to-day, if I'm looking at my work, I'm kind of like lost a little bit. I'm not where I need to be. But when I look back at these longer periods of time, it becomes kind of clearer that I am getting somewhere. It allows me to remain more patient, and it allows me to remain determined to kind of keep going and get to where I want to go. So in sharing that, I'm hoping that it's of some value to you. And yeah, what have been my successes? I've created a website, growing my social media, built a studio. I've been to America to screen a film at an international film festival, done some commercial work for people like Kid Cudi. I thought I'd talk a little bit more about those successes. In doing so, hopefully there'll be some little nuggets of wisdom that might help you if you're on a similar journey. The first thing that I achieved that I was happy to finally get done, which I'd been putting off for years, was making a website. Bad reflection in these glasses. I had put off making a website for many years. I always made excuses like I don't have a good enough camera to take photos of my work. I don't have enough work. I remember learning how to make websites on a program called Dreamweaver. I'm not even sure if that's still around. You can just use something like Wix or Squarespace. I use Squarespace. I pay around £250 a year, including the commerce part, so I can have a shop. It's just been really valuable in terms of people saying, oh, what kind of work do you do? Check out my website. Oh, do you have any work available to buy? I have some prints on my website. I think social media is also very important, which we will get to, but having a website always helps to redirect all of that traffic from different social platforms to that one place. Do you know what I mean? That brings me on to the second success, which was releasing prints. So I've released 2 prints, one Giclée print and one screen print. And I've worked with a local screen printers called Hippo Screen Printers. Having limited edition prints really helps if people are looking for an entry level into collecting your work. It gives them a lower cost item, you know, not an original, that is still desirable. If your career goes upwards, it can increase in value. It's just nice to have something. If you're like a collector, I'm a collector, if you like collecting things, a limited edition print's really cool because it's signed and you've only got 40 of them or 20 of them or whatever you decide. So it's a really good way of providing something that's lower cost to your audience. It's also valuable to have that passive income come back into the business to pay for more prints or more paint or whatever. The third thing, what's the third thing? I'm probably going to jumble these up now. The next thing I'll talk about is growing my social media. I had 700 followers at the beginning of that 2 years thing. Now I've got 7,500 followers. So it's been a lot of hours. It's been a lot of following people and messaging people, posting and doing live giveaways and all this sort of stuff. I think it all contributes to that one experience for your audience. I think if you just post pictures, you're not really using the platform to its full extent. And it's not just Instagram. I've started a TikTok, been posting on Reddit and trying to get into the communities there, a lot of stuff on Facebook groups, and it's just a way that I can further develop these links to people that may like my work. They may be critical of my work, but I might learn something from them. So I think, yeah, social media, very good way of communicating with people outside of your circle, and I've sold a bunch of work through Instagram, so I would say if you're a visual artist to get on that. I've spoken about this before, but collaboration has been massive for me. In the last 2 years I've done a number of collaborations. 2 which spring to mind is Bleeding Art with Pardeep Sahota. He directed a film that was made for this channel and it ended up getting screened at 2 film festivals in the United States. We went to Utah to screen at Slamdance Film Festival. Just before the COVID lockdown, we were flying back. We were talking about this virus in China and how the world has changed, how going on holiday to Utah to screen a film just seems like the most utopian idea right now. We were very lucky to kind of be able to do that just before the COVID outbreak. The other collaborations have been with my friend Tim, and he's a director, animator, producer, and we've worked on some music videos and lyric videos together. You can see all of that kind of stuff on this channel, so I won't talk too much about that. The next thing I'd like to talk about is building the studio, because without this studio, if I was still in my old shed, I probably wouldn't have achieved so many things. The old shed had a lot of character, but it was rotting, the roof was leaking. Having this space and starting to make it my own, it feels like I've prepared the space for me to become a a full-time artist. It's ready for me, it's waiting for me to get to that stage. So it's not like I need to get to that stage and then decide where I'm going to work. I have a place to work, and I really love coming here. If you asked me 2 years ago what I would have done and where I'd be sitting, I wouldn't have foreseen this studio, I wouldn't have foreseen those successes, but I'm just trying my best to turn up at every opportunity that I set myself. And I think that's the consistent thing for me, because I'm very chaotic the way I think about things. I can't kind of strategize and organize and kind of predict what I'm going to be doing. It's just whatever I'm into, whatever I'm passionate about, I'm just going to work on that. And sometimes I just get bored really quickly and throw things away. So I have to kind of fight myself, and it is this kind of conflict of chaotic, creative person plus trying to get things actually finished and out there into the world. You know, I'm not the best person to answer this question because I'm not a full-time artist. I'm still working 4 days a week at retail, and that's paying the majority of my bills and my mortgage and all that stuff. And it's helping me pay towards making this art thing into like a business, into a way that I can earn money so that I can transition into being a full-time artist. Hopefully I'm having this conversation with you in 2 years where I'm saying I made it, I've made that transition. Maybe not, we don't know. But the only thing I'm going to try to keep doing is to keep turning up whenever I've put some time aside to work on this stuff. Hopefully then I can get further towards where my goal is, you know? Thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to the channel, there's a little red button below which you might have seen before. Yeah, you click that one. Have you seen it? Click that one, and yeah, I can just see my kid who's just run out the door in his nappy, so that's fun. I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Cheers. Bye.